All right, Inglewood, Cali, we should be live now. Chi-Town, we should be in the building. Cue the music. Yes, sir. Silverbacks are back. And we got a great topic today. As always, we got our weekly hot topics. But we're going to cap it off with the Chicago Bears. All-time team. And last week we did the offense and the special teams right here on Mouthpiece included. This is Milz, one of the co-hosts. It's an open mic. I pinned the Zoom link in the chat. Feel free to pull up. And when you do, don't forget to bring your mouthpiece. So our hottest topic today, we capping it off with, is going to be the Chicago Bears all-time D and coaching staff. So stand by real fast. Just gotta do some behind the scenes shenanigans. Hold up. TATN, 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 Mouthpiece included. Try this again. TATN, TATN. TATN,
Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
All right, we're going to be jumping it off in about 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
Who are the guys that are the best in the world and make the rest of the team look like a gaggle of girls?
Okay, I'm in my local Ralph's, and this happened.
I don't go to church, and I know God understands. I can
Man, where do they keep the honey around here? Excuse me, you know where the honey is?
Who are the guys that are the best in the world and make the rest of the team look like a gaggle of
Cheese
girls?
Al.
The Bears.
Who wants cheese head?
I don't go to church, and I know God understands. I can stay on my couch because God is a fan of the Bears.
Who are the guys that are the best in the world and make the rest of the team look like a gaggle of girls? The Bears!
I don't go to church, and I know God understands. I can stay on my couch because God is a fan of the Bears.
Who are the guys that are the best in the world and make the rest of the team look like a...
Well, guys, let's go to the swimming pool. Let's go take a shower. Let's go water skiing.
Don't forget to bring a towel.
There he is.
Be sure to bring a towel so you don't get all wet.
Don't forget to bring your mouthpiece. Yeah, buddy. Stop this going in the background real fast. All right. Good riddance. Please bear with us. Stand by. Chicago, bear with us. Stand by. In the meantime, like, share, subscribe. Let's get them in. Like, share, and subscribe. Share the link. You can pull up. We we pinned the link into the chat. So we discuss politics. That's a fusion of sports and politics. That's what Mouthpiece Included is all about. The self-love show. Wrong background. We don't debate on the self-love show, but we definitely tend to get it in right here on Mouthpiece Included. So in case you don't know our format, we kick it off. We cover how about them Bears? We give you some Bears updates. Of course, we got those Bulls. Big news coming from those Bulls. Of course, how about those Cubs? How about those what the Cubs doing? How about those Sox? And then our hottest topic today, as aforementioned, all-time defense and coaching staff for the Bears. All right, so we got our resident co-host in the building. TATN. What up, folks?
What's up, broski? How you feeling?
Hey, man, God is greater, man, and expanding every single day, bro. How about yourself?
I'm well. Well, physically, I caught a little bug from the deuce, I believe. I don't want to blame it on him, but, I'm a little bit under the weather, but we fight through.
COVID?
COVID? Yeah. No COVID. Common cold, I think. Just some little kid germs or something that popped onto my hands or fingers and gave me the sniffles.
Oh man,
yeah.
How long you been? When'd you come down with it, bro?
Probably 2 days. I think I've been taking care of myself the last 2 days, so I should be over it.
Yeah, by day 4 you should be good. If not, go see your local medical provider out there.
Yeah. So I can they can give me some pills or a shot or whatever they come up with that the pharmaceutical company sold them that week.
Right. Yeah, whatever dope they're pushing.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, fool. So we're gonna get it rolling. Diesel hit me up. Mr. The Bulls are gonna get swept.
Yeah.
He's not gonna be able to make it to this show. So
we'll see him another week.
Oh yeah, we'll save that banter for next week. But the show must go on. So all right, so we're gonna start it out, man. What everybody's waiting for. How about them Bulls? So right now, I'll give us some context. That series is tied 1-1. For disclosure, I haven't watched 1 second of it. Series is tied 1-1. 1-1. DeRozan scored 41 in game 2. And so I think we both said 5 games for Milwaukee.
Yeah. We're looking at a 5-game series. I think the Bulls go out 4-1. But now we got health factors involved in the series that may put the Bulls' way. They play like they did last night, but asking for a lot.
Yeah, facts, man. You got Portis hurt and Middleton, right?
Yeah, he's got a sprained MCL, so they don't make it out of this series. The season is over for them. So we'll see what the Bulls can do. I mean, I understand that the Bulls don't have any size to really deal with the freak. But, you got to foul him. If he can't hit free throws, you got to put the pressure on him, especially on the road. Hack a shot. That's what you got to do.
You're saying hack a freak, huh?
Yeah. Get those guys off the bench and get in there and use those fouls effectively.
Yeah.
And make this guy knock some free throws now. If he hits 40 free throws or however many he gets in the damn game, hey, you just lost. But
Hey, that's what the Celtics is doing. The cream puff.
Oh
Yeah, Kevin Durant
banging them.
Yeah, they banging them, bro.
Yeah, all right.
So yeah, and Portis might be down at least for this next game, and we're coming back to the house that the GOAT built. The GOAT house. I predicted the Bulls to win this upcoming game. The first one in Shy. So I'm gonna have to amend my prediction.
All right.
This is gonna be a 7-game series, bro.
You're probably looking at that type of series with the health problems that the Bucks are having. But they are the defending champs. But the Bulls have health problems too. So that's no excuse.
Exactly.
Right.
That's exactly what I was about to say. I mean, who gives a buck about you don't wish injury on anybody in these situations. You want to win it outright. But like you said, we wouldn't even be in this position potentially playing the Bucks if we weren't suffering from health problems. So I think this kind of evens the playing field for us.
Right.
Being down ball.
Yeah. I mean, he runs the offense. Caruso did a great job last night of distributing the ball and playing some tough point guard defense, but it's a matter of how much time he can give you at the position after not playing most of the season.
Yeah, and you're losing some size and some melanin with that guy. Big ups. I love him. Yeah. And then you got Kobe. You get now Kobe Whitehair, whatever Wild Hair has got to play. Yeah. More minutes than he probably would normally get if Ball was around.
Well, with they're looking at the development of Patrick Williams coming back after sitting out most of the season, and now he came back the last week and had a heck of a game the last game of the year against Charlotte. So they're looking for him to expound on that game where he hit 35 and I think he had like 10 rebounds or something, and take it on into the playoffs.
Playoffs. So he's getting his legs back.
Yeah. So if he can get a good run against Milwaukee, he's no Giannis, but he's only a second-year player. He's 20 years old, so we can just hope that he can continue it. Maybe this year and into next year.
Facts. All right, so I think you said the Bulls. Well, I don't know if you agree, but you're kind of pushing it, but. Oh, man, it'd be tough to pick the Bulls to win. But I will amend it from Milwaukee in 5. I'm going to amend it to Milwaukee in 7. What do you
7? Going 7 games, huh?
7.
If
that first game was close.
Yeah, it was. I believe they should have won it. A couple of bad shots here and there, and a foul that was called on Williams for boxing out.
Oh, we always get holes. I think La Costa Nostra, our little thing. I think they always got the fix in when the Chicago teams play.
Yeah. If it's a series they want to go 7 games, this should be it. The 2 local teams, hop, skip, and a jump away from each other, playing hard, trying to, especially with the defending champ, they want with the Joker to be the MVP. So, they'll do anything to not have the Bucks repeat. We'll see what happens. Hopefully we can get the little shamrock over here on Madison Avenue. The Bulls can pull 3 more games out, move on to the next round, see what happens.
That would be lovely. Yeah, that would definitely be lovely. All right.
I won't even say the playoffs are fixed anymore if the Bulls mess around and win this year.
All right, so you got any playoff updates? You mentioned any other ones? I know you mentioned Joker, man. He's got clamps on him. MVP, most valuable poser. Go ahead.
Yeah, give him the business. He was so frustrated the other day, he threw himself out the damn game. So
playing like a thug.
Yeah. Those other guys on the other team, they're just smarter. He's trying to thug up the games, give himself a chance to win. All that stuff.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Who raised that guy?
Who raised you? But
when everything's going well, he's smiling and joking and shucking and jiving.
Yeah, I'm an MVP. Yeah. Shit. But Philly jumped out 3-0 on Toronto last night. So, you're looking at possibly sweep or a 4-1 series there. You got Memphis getting destroyed by.
Well, let's stay in the East, then we'll cover the West. So, what about Boston? They got Brooklyn and Kevin Durant, Kyrie's doing Ramadan. Over there looking like a little monkey eating his banana.
You can't say it. Can you say monkey?
I think we can. But big ups to Kyrie. I got nothing but love for him. But if you're gonna celebrate Ramadan during the playoffs, change your name to something. You know what I mean?
Jabbar, yeah,
Elijah Wan or something. Right. Yeah, Kyrie Irving, the Muslim.
But I want to, yeah. Well, he's all over the place. He wants to, whatever he's got going on. But yeah, they're in trouble.
They're in trouble.
Yeah. They're heading back to Brooklyn, but Boston lucked up and won that first game, but all it takes is one game to get that mo going. And like you said, they're playing Kevin Durant like the modern day Detroit Pistons and banging them all around the court. So
Well, are you a believer though? Are you a believer? Because Boston has a way of getting on the road and looking, in the playoffs.
Well, that would be part of the playoffs being fixed. You get the Shamrock team out there and the Boston guys out there loving themselves, and spending money and buying green apparel, and next thing you know, you're bouncing right out of the playoffs in the second round.
I think I see what you're saying. And then Brooklyn has two of the premier NBA players, so you want to keep those guys going as long as possible.
Yeah. So if the Bulls series isn't slotted to go 7 games, I believe that one will go 7 games because they're changing venues, and you should see a lot more calls against the Celtics, probably in Brooklyn.
And who are you picking in that series?
Who did I pick?
I'm going with Boston. I've been going with Boston just because you are who you are, Brooklyn. We've watched this all season.
Yeah, I believe I was going with Boston prior to the playoffs starting. And and I had I think I said Bucks and the
Phoenix Suns.
Bucks and the Phoenix Suns for the finals. But
and I agree with you, but Phoenix got an injury too, but we'll get there.
Yeah.
So what other series? So you got this Brooklyn series going 7. And you say Boston will pull it out in a pinch.
Yeah, probably so. Because they're going to be going back home.
With the Shamrock.
Shamrock right up their ass.
Yeah.
Blow them out the last game or, be some food poisoning or some shenanigans for the
heat to be turned all the way up.
Kyrie history books.
Kyrie will get a rotten banana.
Yeah. Banana will be poison. Or something for the last game, so he'll be okay in the first half and totally tank in the second half after he eats the banana. Yeah.
All right. Well, then what else is going on in the East? We mentioned
Heat.
Philly Boston series. Heat. Let me pull this up. Who the Heat dealing with?
It doesn't matter. It's going to be a sweep.
NBA playoff results. Okay, so let's go to it. Hawks.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
They're gonna sweep the Hawks.
Yeah, they're playing the Hawks. Right. So, right. Okay. All right. So you got no commentary about that. I mean, that one's been going straight forward.
It's not. It's not
the
a
beard,
series.
but the beard is being the same beard, bro.
Yeah.
Playoff beard is.
He's going to be the same way until he's out of the league.
I told you he needs to be opposite, Ace. How a lot of players grow the beard during the playoffs all the way through the chips. He should shave his. Cut a little bit every game.
Let it grow during the season.
Yeah.
Hey, it might work because what he got going on now is not working. He can ride Joel Embiid's coattails all the way to maybe the Eastern Conference Finals, I guess. But yeah,
But
beard is the beard.
Khloe Kardashian's guy is coming back. They're saying everything looks good.
Allegedly.
I mean, maybe he can get his legs under by Game 7. It could be an interesting series.
Yeah, they pulled him out of the tunnel like Willis Reed and the New York Knickerbockers back in the days. Him and Chloe and Snoop Dogg come walking down the tunnel and Snoop will be rapping and yeah,
they'll have to put another seat out there for his therapist on the bench, or at least one of the Kardashians, the momager or somebody to keep him.
Yeah, the guy's hurt. I mean, what was it last? His back was broken.
His back. Yeah.
But he's gonna be all right for Game
He's
7.
magically ready now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they said he's playing contact, and it looks like he might play the next game, man. The last I read about this.
Yeah, we got to get his doctor on the show. What's his doctor's name? Kevorkian or what's the guy that fixed his back in the pit?
I don't think it's Dr. Kevorkian.
Oh, yeah.
That's Dr. Death.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Well, somebody help him out.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and jump to the West. Hit the wrong button. We got some games going on right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Yeah, Minnesota. They got that play-in game, and they got their confidence going. They believe.
Yeah, they're taking it to Memphis, but it looks like they lost today.
Oh, what? Memphis came back?
What day is this from? Let me make sure.
Let me make sure.
Yeah. Memphis won. They're in Memphis, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Memphis won 104-95. So what's that series at?
I believe it's 2-1.
Why can't I just find
No,
it?
I think it must be in Minnesota.
Okay. Give me brackets. I'll just do brackets. Yeah. NBA.com.
Big shout out to our crack production staff.
Yeah, big ups.
Yeah.
There we go. Brackets. Bracketology. You know what I mean? Yeah, so let's go over to the other side here. That's the East. So Miami is the 1 seed. They're up 2-0 against ATL, headed back to ATL. That 4-5 series is supposed to be the good one, but Philly's up 3-0.
Yeah, it's gonna be over with.
Yeah. Milwaukee shy. That's the only series that looks
Interesting.
Yeah. Coming back to the Goat House. Boston's the 2 seed playing the 7 seed. Brooklyn. Boston's up 2-0. All right. Phoenix, the series is tied 1-1. And their best player is Ginger.
Yeah.
He's got a calf. No, a hammy pull or a calf.
Hamstring, yeah. So
now they say if they get through this series, he should be good for the next one.
Yeah, they got to get through this one though. It's the playoffs.
And it's 1-1.
Yeah. The other team don't believe in that him getting to the next series crap. They want to win.
Hey, if they go 7 games, I'm bringing the big fat kid off the bench from New Orleans. Obese. I don't know if we can say fat anymore.
No, you can't say that. It's body shape.
What's the kid's name out of Duke?
Zion.
Yeah, I'd shake it up real good. I don't know if he's on their playoff roster, but they should have had him on there.
Oh yeah, why not?
Yeah.
What other bum they got on the end of the bench? They couldn't put Zion on a playoff roster.
Man, let him play 10 minutes a game or something, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, but they're shutting them down. They like to do that in the NBA. I wish I worked for a place like that. Yeah, we're shutting you down for the rest of the year, but you're gonna still get paid.
No, I really want to work. I want to work.
We want you fresh at the start of the new year. We're gonna have a lot of work load coming in, and we just want to make sure you're fresh and healthy. And
golly gee willikers, what? I'm gonna take one for the team. I'll shut it down.
All right. So now Dallas, Utah. Utah's a 5th seed. ESPN has been low on them. I thought they would be down 0-2, but it's 1-1. But
Yeah.
I guess now my man scored like 40 something without the ball hog.
Which one?
Eastern European cat.
Oh, Luka. Oh, Brunson.
Nobody. Yeah, Brunson. Nobody's talking about nobody. I watched all the sports shows. The fact that nobody questioned, could they be a better team without Luka? Like if I got a guy who can put me up 40 without the ball hog and we can win playoff games and Luka has all this value,
right?
You know me, Ace, I'm trading him, man. You're already gimpy and hurt all the time and pulled this and pulled that.
We'll trade Zach LaVine for him.
Yeah, if they want to do it, but if they're smart, they'd make a deal with the Lakers or somebody. The Lakers to give up, probably the unibrow, you know what I mean? And, the Lakers, they'll take them. I know this might sound sacrilegious to a lot of you cats out there. If you got something to say about it, pull up, slide through. But seriously, man.
Well, I like Brunson. Good. I like Brunson coming out of Connecticut.
Yeah.
I had no idea why the Bulls didn't draft. Dallas got him in the 2nd round. And we didn't have a point guard.
And this guy's got pedigree.
Yeah,
he's a floor general.
The damn team.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No interest.
Mm-hmm.
That was the Garpax era.
Yeah, whatever they were supposed to do, they weren't going to do it.
Yeah. But, he was a national champion, ran the floor well for the UConn Husk, not UConn, for Villanova. Had no interest in it.
So, do you still have Phoenix if my man don't come back? You still got them winning this first series?
I would assume, even without Devin Booker, that they can beat New Orleans. But New Orleans
tricky in the playoffs. It's tricky. It's like the Bulls without Jordan in the first round.
Yeah, Bulls without D Rose. Yeah, New Orleans is young and athletic.
Yeah.
And
and they got no pressure. They got nothing to lose.
Right. And that's not what Phoenix is. They're an older team as far as the point guard position. And they got pressure from losing last year. So
yeah.
It's gonna be tight. Might be another 7 games.
Yeah, but I'm still gonna go with Phoenix. And if it goes 7, dude will probably limp around and, like you said, pull a Willis Reed.
Yeah, but like you said, you got Zion on the bench.
Yeah,
and you got the possibility. Hey man, if he's not on the playoff roster, then somebody needs to be fired. I don't give a damn if he hasn't played all year.
Yeah, they letting him run around in the crip line, dunking and doing alley-oops to himself, but they're worried about his health and shutting him down.
Right. That's stupid. Get him out there in the playoffs. You can't do it in the playoffs. Trade him in the offseason.
Facts.
Trade him for Luka, whoever the hell you want. The unibrow. One of these other soft players that's running around and get hurt every year. Trade him for another one.
So Dallas, Utah. People are low on Utah, but that team's been together, quite some time, and
and they got a star.
Luka's hurt. Yeah, they got a star. Yeah, and Luka.
Hurt. Yeah, I mean they're talking to Luka every day about coming back. Feel like you can play today? You gonna play the next game? He's hurt.
After he sees Brunson, put up 40, that has a way of having people come back to work.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to shut it down.
Yeah, Brunson is there negotiating too at the next contract talks. We don't need you. You know what I mean? Right.
You're gonna take what we're gonna give you, or we're gonna trade you at the deadline. What do you want? We might trade you next.
All right, let's push on. We got Golden State, Denver. The Warriors are looking good, man.
Yeah.
2-0. Headed back to Denver.
Yeah, I mean, with the lack of size in the West, the Golden State is going to be a tough out.
Yeah, well, we had them going to the finals, Western Conference Finals.
Yeah.
It's tough for me to pick, but it's, Phoenix does what they're supposed to do. It'll be another 7-game series and crapshoot. Yeah.
Yeah. They're playing that guy Poole for them.
Man, Jordan Poole, named after the GOAT. Yeah.
Yeah. He's giving them the business.
Yeah, they're talking about they may you start that depth lineup. They'll probably save it though for later in the series. Sit Looney down and have Poole out there and put my man at the 5.
Wow. Draymond.
Yeah, and you just got 4
shooters. Flash of shooters. Wow.
I'd post them up all game.
All day long. But yeah, you exchanging 3s for 2s.
Yeah, but I've seen this song before, man, with these teams, man.
Yeah.
DeRozan showed you, man, those 2s are just as valuable if you can get
they add up.
2.
They add up. You keep hitting them.
Right. And those 3s go cold. All of them be broke sometimes.
Yeah. So we got these big guys posting these 6'2" guys up,
wearing them down.
Yeah, those legs can't shoot those 3s later on.
When you're abusing them. All right. So the last one is Memphis, Minnesota. That's the one we were going into. Memphis leads 2-1.
Memphis leads 2-1. Memphis is the favorite. You got to go with Ja. I don't think anybody in Minnesota can do anything with him. But hey, it's good experience for him. Just to make it to the play-in game, and then win a game in the first round against a 2 seed. Hey, they got nothing to lose.
And they lost what's his name that's on Golden State? Wiggins. And and they still in the playoffs.
Yeah. They went in and picked up a stud point guard in Edwards.
Instead of blowing all that money on Wiggins, huh?
Yeah.
Guy who made the All-Star game averaging 14 points.
Well,
I ain't heard nothing from him since, but go ahead.
Yeah. I don't think he wanted to be there. So, hey, let him go. Just like that, or trade him. Just like, you say your Bulls should have did for our All-Star that doesn't know what to do with the ball at the end of the damn game. So they were proactive. They got him right out of town.
I think we discussed this before, man. I'll give you some context. Chef Curry or Magic, if you had to choose a point guard, their stats, Magic's got 5 chips, Chef's got 3. Of course, he's still going at it.
Still playing.
NBA Finals MVP, and that's what I hang my hat on. So Magic's got 5 chips and 3 Finals MVPs. In my mind, he's got 3 chips. When you talk about greatest players,
right?
Money has 6 chips, 6 MVPs. Because I be telling people, Pippen. Well, then Robert Horry's got 7 or 8 chips. Is he a good? Right. You know what I mean? Right. I mean,
you keep talking about these damn championships and being on a damn team. I give it to Big Shot Rob.
Right.
Big Shot Rob hit some big shots, but
But if you're the man on the team, you know what I'm saying? Like Bill Russell, he played on some great teams, but how many Finals MVPs did he get out of his 9 chips? We had to look that up.
Right.
It wasn't 9.
No.
He was riding coattails. Yeah.
Coaching. And look at what's this guy's name? It's a Big Shot Rob. Ray Allen. They talk about how valuable he was getting Boston there. And then going down to Miami and help. He didn't get a Finals MVP.
Yeah, I give him his credit, but they weren't MVPs in the finals. So to that point, Chef Curry has 0 Finals MVPs. Overall, the NBA MVP awards, Tragic's got 3, Chef's got 2. All NBA teams, and I hate when they do this, they don't say like all first teams because Michael Jordan's first team, but Tragic's got 10. And Curry's got 7, and I don't know if those are 7 first teams. Could be, I don't know.
Yeah.
All-star appearances, Tragic's got 12, Chef's got 8, but of course he's still playing. All defensive selections, nan one of them made that.
West Coast ball.
Yeah,
but you got to look at Tragic's career was cut short by his alleged.
Oh, that's true. And man, had he not blown both his knees out at Michigan State,
yeah,
we might be having a different GOAT conversation, man. Because
right.
man,
they got the series going on HBO. Talking about the rise of the Lakers dynasty.
Oh, okay, yeah. Did they mention the Coca-Cola?
They mentioned the Nike. The Nike that Nike offered him $1 a shoe and 100,000 shares of the stock, which then was going for 18 cents.
Yeah, but he wanted $1 million. Him and his agent wanted $1 million check.
They got 100,000. It was 100,000 back then. 100,000 a year from Converse, and Nike was going to give him the stock, $1 a shoe,
into perpetuity. $1 only for his shoe, or every shoe sold?
$1 for his shoe.
Okay.
But they said the 100,000 in stock would have been worth $5.2 billion in today's dollars.
Yeah.
Because the stock went up to $134.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Yeah, well, they're not gonna start talking about the booger sugar. They're putting that all on Richard Pryor, Spencer Haywood.
Yeah, they were the only ones doing it. Okay, we got total win shares. I don't really know what this analytic is, but Magic's at 158.8, Chef's at 120.2, and career player efficiency rating, it's about the same, 24.1 for Magic, 23.8 for Chef. So if you're building a dynasty and you had your choice of point guards and you're choosing between Magic and Chef, who would you go with?
I mean, Magic's a winner. He's one of the greatest points of all time, not defensively, but he ran the squad. But he had a hell of a team. So,
and he's 6'10", 6'9", 6'10". You can't teach that.
You can't teach that. And I gotta go with Magic. I know people want to stay on Chef because of his shooting, but you're also looking at different eras of basketball. Chef came and changed the game to this 3-point shooting contest every night. And, Magic had his guys playing ball, running sets. So I think I would go with Magic in the 5 chips.
All right, we're in agreement there. No need for more banter. It was me and my brother. One of my brothers had this conversation. It was tough at that time, but I'm definitely going with Magic. Now you put Isaiah in the mix. I'd take Zeke over Chef.
Yeah, I wouldn't take Zeke to the corner store, but that's a Chicago thing.
Well, I mean, even though he's, you know what I mean, but I'm just talking about, man, that guy was all
purely basketball.
Defense, and just his handle is better, his defense is better, his shot.
He
just didn't shoot 3. He didn't have the range, but he can get to the basket. He didn't need the range.
It didn't matter who was in there. He was going. They keep talking about Chef was a gym rat. And, he worked on his handles incessantly, but come on, man. You're talking about versus Zeke.
And he got him a chip at Indiana under Bobby Knight's tutelage.
Yeah.
So,
college.
Now, yeah. All right. Make sure we ain't skipping past nothing. All right. Let's go about, you got any Cubs Sox news? I'll check while you're talking. I'll check their standings.
Well, the Cubs, they got him a motorcycle out there. They got a Suzuki, and that he's tagging the ball. So one of those players you bring over from overseas, and he's
don't know how old he is.
Yeah, he's saying it's 27, but he's probably close to
36.
40. Yeah. But he's tearing the cover off the ball. So kudos to them for having the scouts out there, finding them a prospect that they can bring into the city and help their team immediately. The White Sox just go to, Dominican and Cuba looking for players. And, they find hitters, but, they can't find any pitching. So, I don't know how this.
Right now, the Cubs are 6-6. They were in first place last week. They're a game and a half out of first. Your White Sox are 6-6. They're a game out of first.
Yeah, they lost 3 games in the last 2 days. So,
yeah, they're 5-5 over their last 10. Cubs are 4-6 over the last 10.
I mean, the Cubs were going to be a surprise, whatever they did this year. I mean, not a surprise. If they lost, they would be expected if they, was able to win.
Yeah, 500 ball would be a good season for them.
Yeah. 80, 81 and 81. It'd be a decent season.
Yeah.
But as opposed, playing 300 ball. But the Sox, injury bug again. You got Giolito's hurt. You got a couple other pitchers are hurt, and they have no answers for it. And they're not hitting the ball. So they're going to hang their hat on that. I guess they're waiting for it to get warm here in Chicago. But hey, you got to hit the ball, man. That's all you got. So we'll see if they can break out of this hitting slump and get some pitching help.
I might catch a Cubs game so I can see the Suzuki you're talking about, the Yamaha Suzuki.
Yeah. Got a motorcycle out. Yeah. But it's early in the season. You know how baseball is. They put the scout reports out on the next thing he's hitting 120.
Right,
so,
once they find out the pitch he don't like.
Yeah, that's all he gets, a steady diet of. Yeah. But he has been hitting to all parts of the field.
Is he switch hitter, batting from the left side, right side? What?
He is batting from the right side. Yeah.
What position is he playing?
I don't know.
Outfield.
Yeah, to see the highlights. He might be DH, I don't know.
I forgot they got that awful thing. All right. We discussed that already. You got any other baseball banter before we push on?
Nah, we're early in the season. We got to let this play out. Let it get warm here in Chi and around the Midwest to see what the Central Division is going to shake out to be. Cleveland put it on the Sox the last couple of days. The Guardians, whatever the hell they call now, former Tribe, and that's going to be their biggest rival in the division.
Yeah, for baseball, I usually wait about 40 games, and then I pretty much know who they are.
Yeah. So hopefully, hopefully Sox get it going pretty soon. I mean, the bats got to get hot. The hottest hitters have been their best hitters been 1 for 20 and 1 for 15 and 1 for 25 in the last 3 games. So, that
I'd like to say because they're playing in 40-degree weather, but then so is the team they're playing against.
Right.
Yeah.
Tried. The former, you can't say that I word.
No. All right.
So we'll see what happens.
All right, we're going to jump on Go Sox, Go Cubs. We're going to jump on How About Them Bears before we get to the hottest topic, something you pointed out, pardon the Vlad TV, small ups to Vlad TV. Apologize to the Honorable Minister Farrakhan before you get slapped. But he had, I think Little Reese. He had Little Reese on there. He said Peanut Tillman raided his home and he was with the feds and he stole all his money and he never saw the money again. So you got any, what's up with Peanut Punchy Tillman being a fed?
Well, I mean, that was his goal after leaving the Bears. He wanted to be a member of law enforcement, specifically the FBI. So
I remember that.
He achieved his goal, and now he's not chasing down major drug dealers or major felons in the United States. He's
Yeah,
going
he's
after
punching
rappers.
punching bags of money out of rappers' hands and picking it up.
Yeah, he's going to say he didn't have anything to do with that. He was just part of the raid training or whatever. He's going
I
to
hope they're not
speculate.
trying to send him on any undercover missions.
Well, we know that can't happen as of now.
I mean, he looks like Jimmy the Cricket. Everybody knows who he is.
Dude recognized him right away. He's like, man, he ain't that dude from the Bears.
Right. And he wasn't even born in his era. You know what I mean? He would have been a little kid.
Yeah.
So right. So Peanut, I always said he was in blackface, though. You know, if I called him on a telephone call, I'd swear he was white.
Yeah.
So don't surprise me. Don't surprise me that he's a Fed, and you know.
Yeah. I mean, after you made money and you had this distinguished football career, I don't know what would be the impetus to go to law enforcement. The chance of getting your head blown off, but
man. All right. So we got Justin Time, quarterback of the Bears. He was asked if he was if he was placed in a position to succeed by the previous regime. I'll read you his response. Go ahead, bro. What were you about to say?
No, I just smirked at the even the question.
Because we've been commenting on that. I think you mentioned it last week. Brought that up when we were discussing the Bears, how he wasn't put in a good position. So Bears quarterback Justin Fields. This is an short article from Bears Wire. Bears quarterback Justin Fields' rookie season was anything but ideal. He endured his fair share of ups and downs, while Fields struggled with things like a quick release. Diesel love hearing that. And protecting football. Diesel love hearing that. He was done a greater disservice at the hands of the former regime, Matt Nagy and Ryan Pace. And this is what we've been saying. It's the reason why both Nagy and Pace are no longer employed. Fields was asked directly about whether he believes he was put in the best position to succeed as a rookie, and his response was what you would expect from a young leader. He said, "I don't know." He didn't say he wasn't. He said, "I don't know." Mm-hmm. And he told reporters, he said, "But at the end of the day, that doesn't matter. You have to handle what you've got and try to make the best of it." While Fields tried to downplay the brutal reality, everyone can see Fields wasn't exactly in the best situation as a rookie. It was evident before the start of the season when Nagy refused to give Fields an opportunity to compete for the starting job. You brought that up last week, thus taking away valuable reps with the starters. And it was even more clear in his first start in week 3 when Nagy developed a horrid, detrimental game plan that got Fields sacked 9 times. I brought that up last week. Despite Fields flashing his amazing potential, it was clear that Nagy wasn't the guy to put him in position to succeed, which resulted in his firing. And while Pace was the one who traded up for Fields, his poor track record resulted in his firing as well. Now Fields is heading into his first offseason where he knows he's the man. He's learning a new offense under offensive coordinator Luke Kixie, as well as getting to know some teammates, including wide receivers Pringle and Equanimous. I bet his mom was on welfare. I hate
LSD.
Equanimous. And I bet you whatever name she was going for, she butchered it. She misspelled it right there on the birth certificate. All right, but big ups to her. She raised a great man. Despite an underwhelming offseason, there's a belief that Fields will be put in a better position to succeed. So what are your thoughts on that?
Quite diplomatic answer from the young man. He ended up being in a position all of last year, having to defend the N-word coach. And, so I guess he's got to move on mentally to the new coaching staff and what's going on here in Chicago, new GM, without even really focusing on thinking about what happened last year. He made it out of it, probably not mentally unscathed, but, somewhat physically unscathed. And, now it's time to see what if a coaching staff can put an offense together to help him succeed in Soldier Field over there.
Yeah, and you know what? As a rookie, you just don't know what you don't know, and that's what he's alluding to as well. There's so much, it's like you knew on the job, and there's so much information coming in at you, and
every week,
you don't really know if the management or the trainers know what the hell they're doing because you don't completely know what you're doing yet.
And you're learning new things or a new system every week, basically, depending on who you're playing. So
and if you were training at a job, you'd get all the reps in your training,
right?
Instead of the string reps, as a star rookie draft quarterback,
right? Because you're going to be the leader of the ship, leader of the team. So they're going to put everything they can into you.
Correct.
Guide it to a winning season. Unfortunately, we had another plan in place by the general manager and the former.
Because was that the Ginger's first season as a Bear?
Yeah. They gave him a 1-year contract, $10 million.
Right, fine. So he's a veteran, and you spent all year, massaging his brain, trying to teach him your system and giving him all the reps.
Right.
And he's on a 1-year deal.
Yeah, how stupid is that? It made no sense at all. I mean, they signed him because they didn't have a quarterback. So once you secure that you got a quarterback,
he's your backup.
We knew it wasn't Foles.
Bro, $10 million ain't no money in NFL terms. I mean, I got to play this guy.
Not for a quarterback, especially when you got a guy on a rookie contract. Get him out there, put him in the best position to win, and that guy can come in, and spell him if he gets hurt or injured or tired or whatever. But
they were thinking about their jobs.
Yeah,
they felt like Andy could get him. They felt like Andy could get him to the promised land.
Yeah, okay, he did. Promised land for whole season off. Well, Nagy got another job.
Well, there's some chatter coming out of Hallis Hall. They said Fields and Pringle are looking good working together. They're taking a lot of reps. They're putting in a lot of work. Mooney even said he likes the way the team's looking. There's he sees a lot of growth and development out of the young guys. So, it's possible.
See what we get out of the draft next week. I mean, if you got some guys that can block for at least a 2 or 3 count, especially your tackles, you
run the damn ball and get the ball out of Fields' hands a lot of times.
Right. Instead of sitting there listening to the fans talking about he doesn't have a quick release or doesn't get the ball out. You don't have any plays that you can put him in 7 and 9 step drops, and you want him to get the ball out of his hand quick.
12-step drops, and he's got one of the most accurate deep balls already as a rookie in the NFL.
So that's what Nagy saw in practice. We're going to do this in the game all day.
Yeah, he thought it was a video game. I'm telling you, he was coaching like he was playing Madden.
Yeah. So it was. I don't think they helped him at all. And all those quarterback coaches he had, Filippo and the other guy and Nagy, none of them knew what the hell they were doing when it came to Justin Fields.
Yeah, and we looked through their schedule, and I got them at 9-8, man, 8-9 now.
Yeah,
I had them over on the 7.5 at Vegas. I should have put the bet in, because it was before the schedule came out.
Right. Well, we'll see what they do. They've got 2 games in New York, the same damn stadium. I don't know what the NFL does as far as schedule. I think they just throw the shit up against the wall. They play the Giants and the Jets in New York.
Yeah.
And I was looking forward to some games I can go see this year.
Is it back to back at least, so they don't have to travel?
I don't think that is. The dates aren't out. The dates don't come out until I think next month.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but if it was Giants 1 week and then
that would make too much sense.
Right.
It would make sense like this year when they had no 2 home games in a row. It was home road, home road the whole damn season. We expect them to win with a rookie quarterback.
All right. So there's some buzz surrounding a safety / linebacker. He's a tweener.
Yeah.
Tariq Coleman out of Georgia Tech. You heard anything about that in the local feeds?
Yeah, I mean, he's fast, quick, but locally they're high on everybody. So I'll just be glad to get to the damn draft. Shit, I mean, this crap over with. This guy could be the next Brian Urlacher. This guy could be the next
that's what
Mike
they're saying.
Brown. This guy can be the next Jesus Shuttlesworth. Come on, man.
Yeah, they said he could be the next. He could be the next Urlacher, but he's not as fast. I'm like, oh my God. Well, he can't be the next Urlacher. That was basically Urlacher's gift.
Yeah, he's a black guy that's not as fast as Urlacher.
Right.
He can be the next Urlacher. We got him in the line.
All right, well, let's get to the hottest topic, man, so we can get you back in bed and get yourself mended up. All right, we're gonna go with Chicago Bears. This is the all-time defensive team and coaches. Make sure I didn't miss nothing because I was going to the wrong thread.
Coaches.
Yeah, we're doing coaches, bro. Head coach, offensive coordinator, and defensive coordinator. So you go ahead and start preparing that.
Coordinator, we don't have. Never had one.
Okay. All right, here we go. All right, so we'll start out. Let me go to my list here. I got a nice squad lined up here.
Yeah, I was trying. The damn defensive backfield was tough.
Yeah, that's what we're going to start with. We're going to start with the corners. Who you got at one of your corners?
I got Tillman at one corner. He
So
did
we both
revolution.
got peanut punchy fed Tillman.
Yeah.
At a corner. Yeah. All right. That's fair enough. And so who you got at the other corner?
Man, I don't think there's anybody. They don't have more than one corner. But I put Nate Vasher.
Yeah, I mean, he was decent. He made my list, but he's not on this list, but he was under consideration.
Yeah.
I also considered Leslie Frazier.
Okay.
Yeah, Leslie Frazier was pretty damn good.
Yeah.
But this would be a surprise pick because he's not melanated, and most of us know him, for his offensive side of the ball. But I couldn't have an all-time Bears team without, University of Illinois' finest, Harold Red Grange. He actually played stellar defensive back in the 20s and 30s. He played on both sides of the ball. So I got Harold Grange and Peanut Tillman at the corner.
Yeah, I'm just thinking more Greg on the offensive side of the ball. But I guess you're right, yes. I got you.
Yeah, you gotta have Grange on there. It's almost, All right, so let's go with safety, and we'll do strong safety and free safety. But if it's two strong safeties, I'm okay with that. But you got to declare who's your strong. So let's start with the free. Who's your free safety?
Well, free safety, I think I've got Mike Brown.
I forgot about fucking Mike Brown. He was nice.
Yeah.
Well, I got Doug Plank.
All right. Well, I got no problems with a Doug Plank pick.
Yeah, I got Doug Plank. All right, who's your strong safety?
Rest in peace. I gave that to Dave Dorsey.
All right, so we both got Dave Dorsey at the strong. Teams are shaping up pretty good. All right, so we're going to jump to the trenches. And we're going to start with the defensive tackles. Give me one of your defensive tackles.
One, I got Mongo McMichael.
All right, since you gave me that one, I have Mongo as well as one of my tackles, so we're in agreement on that.
All
Who you
right.
got as the other tackle?
Put George Connor in there.
Well, we missed on that. I got Dan Hampton. He was a tackle and a defensive end, but he was a dog at tackle. So I got Mongo on the inside and Dan Hampton. But you know who I considered? He just, had those injuries and had that short time. It was hard not to put Tommy Harris on this damn team. He was I think he might have been on the juice too.
Yeah, I mean, he was pretty unstoppable.
Wasn't he, man? When he got hurt, that he was the anchor of the whole damn team.
Yeah, that ended that whole defense.
Yep. But it's Dan Hampton. So
all
right. So now we're gonna move to the ends, and I'll start out. One of my defensive ends, I got Khalil Mack. Couldn't keep him off.
Mack, man, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I'll throw one of my surprises on there. I really didn't want to pick him because of his
You picked Trace Armstrong?
cheesehead ties, but I got Julius Peppers.
Yeah, nah, he wasn't even on my list, man, because of what you just said, and I felt like he just didn't. Yeah, he deserves it. He played enough, but I kept him off. All right, go ahead and give me your other defensive end. I think we
I go with the Colonel, Richard Dent.
Yeah, that's who I went with too, Richard Dent. So neither one of us picked the guy who just broke his record this year.
Nah.
And they talking about trading him, Ace, and you heard that here on Mouthpiece included first.
Of course they're talking about trading.
They talk, yeah.
He's making too much money, and he's gonna have. This is the highest value he's gonna have. They don't win this year.
And he had a fluke. This is you throw out a player's best season and you throw out their worst season to know who they are.
Yeah.
So
his worst season was 2 years ago for the Bears, and his best season was last year. So what's going to happen next year?
Correct. And he's not getting younger. So, all right. So we both agree on all of these. We've agreed on at least one player. So that's great. All right. So now let's go ahead with the outside linebacker.
Yeah.
I'll give you mine first. One of them first. I had to go with the big O, Otis Wilson.
Oh, okay. I mean, I can't be mad about that.
Yeah.
The big O was a heck of a player. Smart. He was a smart player. One of mine was Bill George.
Yeah, Bill Dorr was on my list. But you'll see why I left him off when I give you my next one, because I'm looking at it like, man, if I'm coaching these guys, and it's not Bill Dorr's fault. I never saw him lace them up.
Bill George. Yeah, he was a beast.
Oh, George. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now, my other OLB is Wilbur Marshall, Booger Sugar.
All right. It wasn't his fault that he left the team.
Yeah, I know he only played 2 or 3 seasons. They should have paid that man his money, man. He was a beast, man. Wilbur Marshall was breaking necks out there. Bro.
Yeah, that was one of the worst moves the Bears ever made. All of my linebackers are middle linebackers, basically.
We need another outside linebacker. That's why, we're not moving these players around. Like we'd love to put Mike Singletary on the outside, but that's not.
Well, that's not fair.
Yeah, I mean, like
I'll go with Lance Briggs.
Great choice.
Lance Briggs.
Yeah, great choice. I mean, he was a Bear. Great choice.
Still a Bear.
Great choice.
Yeah.
All right. And here's one, the last one, middle linebacker, the point man of the Bears defense. We have a history of great middle linebackers. I'll throw out some names.
Yeah.
Mike Singletary.
Yeah.
Urlacher has been mentioned on his show. Dick
Yeah.
Butt Kiss.
Yeah.
So go ahead, give me your MLB.
My choice is Dick the Bruiser Butkus. I mean, Urlacher had his years, but he didn't wreak havoc across the league like Dick the Bruiser.
Agreed. I got Dick Butkus in there too, man. I got a hard-hitting ass team. I got Dick Butkus, Richard Dan Hampton, Mongo, Wilbur Marshall, Dave Dorson. I'm talking about the hitters. Doug Plank, Khalil Mack. You know what I'm saying?
The quarterback's running for his life.
Running backs too. Otis Wilson, he should knock your head off.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I was, going for bear football. You know what I mean? Somebody's going to knock
Absolutely.
your head off.
Yeah. Knock you in the next week. Have you miss a couple weeks just for coming to Chicago. Playing the Bears.
Yeah. And you guys, we did a 4-3 because that's typically the Bears system. It's called the Bear defense, actually, is what it's called in the league. You can credit Papa Bear Hallis for that. So
we're going back to it.
Yeah, and we're going back to it. Never should have left it. Just like the Bulls should still be running the triangle, but they're stupid. All right. They let the analytics guys tell them this won't work. If you want to shoot threes, run it out further, run it out behind, initiate it outside the three if you have to, but run the damn triangle. It's been proven to work. They won 6 chips with it in Chicago, and then 5 in LA.
In LA. Right. Yeah. So Texas dead. So we can't run the triangle anymore. Phil doesn't want to coach anymore. So nobody else knows how to run it.
Right. All right, here we go. So we're going to start with offensive coordinator, Ace, and then we'll work our way up to head coach. Who would you have now? Well, go ahead. Who would you have calling your plays?
I'd have Norv Turner calling the plays.
Great call. And I think, unless this is a fault, I would agree with you. But I'd like Dicker's offense. He's to ram it. The thing is, he's playing tight end on my team, so he would have to be a player coach. So I don't know if this is a foul. So if I'm allowed to do it, I'd have Dicker playing tight end and calling my plays. But if that won't work, then I'm going to agree with you with Norv Turner.
Right. You need a coach.
All right. We're going to – I don't know if I – yeah, all right, we're going to go at Norv, but he didn't ram that ball like I liked him to. I like somebody to pound that ball.
Yeah, but, he has some skilled players they can work with the Gale says and a walking paper.
Oh, yeah. No, you're right. Norv is known for, coaching to his talents and not just being a slave to, his system.
Yeah.
All right, let's go with defensive coordinator. Now we've had some great ones, or this could be a head coach who's not on you. He's not going to be your head coach, but it's got to be a defensive mind. Who's your defensive coordinator?
You got to go with Buddy. Got to go with Buddy Ryan, the architect of the 46 Bear.
I'm going. Go ahead.
Only defensive coordinator to be carried off the field with the head coach in a Super Bowl.
Yeah, and punching head coaches, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In the run and shoot.
Yeah.
Trying to fight the head coach, blowing that playoff game. Fiery guy.
Yeah.
So we're in agreement there. Buddy Ryan. All right, and then head coach. When you looked at the history of it, hasn't been much success there, but the ones who were successful won a shitload of games. Who are you going with the head coach?
It's been a long history of coaches, but you got to go with the Papa Bear, George Halas.
Yeah, especially since Dick is at tight end, and we've got some rule he can't do all of it. And I agree, though. Even if he wasn't playing my tight end, I'd go with Papa Bear too.
Yeah.
The damn Hallis Trophy is named after him, for God's sakes.
Right.
He's got the most
championship
wins.
trophy.
Yeah. Yeah, and he had his team hitting hard and playing hard. So
Yeah.
yeah.
For Nichols.
Hey, can you imagine that Papa Bear at the helm, Buddy Ryan, the defensive coordinator? Boy, you got some brains up in there.
Yeah. Woo-wee.
Because he'd had these guys in the 46.
Oh, yeah. Forever. He'd probably write it into the bylaws of the damn team. 46 for the history of the damn team. I don't give a damn who owns some gun. Yeah, we're going to play the 46.
Yeah, just like the world convinced us the 46 doesn't work anymore. I'm like, oh, it works.
Right. I mean, you had Khalil Mack pretty much lined up in a 46 when he was 10 yards off the damn defensive end. You just didn't have a guy inside of him rushing the damn quarterback.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
That's that modern, what they call that crap? Analytics.
Yeah, it's analytics. You know, guys like DeMar DeRozan shouldn't exist.
Yeah, you can't shoot the three.
Right.
All
right. So unless you got some more commentary on the Bears, bro, we can jump into your final words and wrap this thing up.
All right. No, we're looking forward to the draft in a week, starting next week, for the Bears to come up with some wide receivers and safeties and whatever we need.
Linemen
to fill these holes we got on the team. We're going to see who gets cut from other teams, what other crafty veterans they can bring in for the cheap, like they have been for the one-year deals. No more gingerhead quarterbacks. We got Trevor Siemian. I don't know what they're going to do.
Can we say Ginger on YouTube?
Can you? Yeah, we've been saying it all year.
Say Ginger Ale, Marianne and Ginger.
Yeah. So, we'll see exactly what comes out of this draft for the Chicago Bears. It can't be as bad as what we faced in the last era of drafting. Ryan Pace's problem was finding players in the first round. He can come up with a couple gems in the later rounds, middle rounds. They would eventually get hurt, but his first round drafting was pretty terrible. So we'll see what happens there. I'm still I ended the show on last week about the Dwayne Haskins death on the highways in Florida. The information is coming out slowly, but I think it's going to be a long process. Maybe they can find it out by next week, or because they're saying that he was pumping gas. His wife said prior to walking out on the highway and getting hit by the damn dump truck. So, it's still a mystery abound, like who the woman was in the car with him. And,
wow.
I was walking on the highway. So we'll see. So that's all I got. Stay healthy, wealthy, and wise. We got some warm weather coming this week here in Chi. Also with the rain, it was 70 degrees today, and it'll be 50 tomorrow, and maybe 80 by Saturday. So, what happens in Chi.
And then 20 by Sunday.
20 by Sunday, because it snowed on Monday.
Right, I heard.
Now it's 70 degrees. So
shooting weather.
Yeah, you know how it is. The women take the clothes off and the guys load the clips up. So, be safe out there, Chi-Town. Be where you're supposed to be. Keep your head on a swivel. Watch out, because, warm weather's coming, and we want to see you at the next show next week.
Facts. Well said. Stop the violence out there.
Please stop the violence.
All right. My final words will be short and sweet. Go Bears. Go Bulls. Go Sox. Go Cubs. Rest up Dwayne Haskins. And we had some great players in the Chicago Bears history. It's really tough compiling an all-time defensive team. because you had to leave so many greats off the list. You guys drop in the comments as you're watching this video. Tell us, what you agree with, what you disagree with, or maybe put your team on there, and then we can pretty much go from there. So that's what I have for my final words.
All right.
And if we can get our crack production staff to cue the closing music.
Be safe out there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. And you guys check us out on the Self-Love Show. That's Wednesday. That'll be April 27th at 8 p.m. Central. We have a guest in the building, CEO, founder of Zip Zap, Boykin Gravers III. The title is Starting a Startup. And it's Pro because his company is, we need power sources to charge up all these electrical cars. So he's getting in on the ground floor to be part of that infrastructure. So
what's up?
Yeah, maybe there's some investment potential there. Get in early. You don't want to end up like Magic Johnson.
Yeah. Taking $5 billion down the road.
Right. So you have a couple of Starbucks.
But he's doing all right.
Yeah, he's doing great. Big ups to Magic Johnson. And then next week, we're doing the hot topics. I think Diesel had mentioned something he wanted to talk about, but I can't remember. But the hottest topic.
Something non-melanated.
Yeah, he kept rattling on about it. I was like, all right, we'll save it for the show.
Yeah. I forget. I have to go back and look. But he did have a topic. And maybe we'll get to that.
I'll text him. and get it for him. So we got a great topic lined up for you right here next week on Mouthpiece Included. That's every Thursday at 9 p.m. Central Standard. And if you find yourself perusing through the great city of Chicago, make sure you're checking your blind spot. Check your six. Guard your grill. Knuckle up. And don't forget to
get it.
And don't forget to
get it.
And don't forget to bring your mouthpiece. Huh? Thanks for the support. See you next week.
Subscribe.
Yes, sir.